Welcome to part 20 of my SILENTHILLF complete platinum walkthrough. We are in the corridors and you should start this area with your health and your sanity fully restored, so don't worry if you took a bit damage during the scarecrow puzzle because now you've got it all back. In a minute I'll take you through my build. I do choose my build just before this boss fight coming up. The boss fight is nice and easy. So for now we're going to have the tanuki, clam, boar, horse and goat. Some of these probably are not that great, but I'm not going to be killing any enemies between now and the boss pretty much. So just need something which is going to make it easy to run past enemies, run away from them, and just anything just in case you do get attacked as you're trying to get past an enemy. So I've just kind of gone with that. Clam doesn't seem to work that great, the one which makes it so enemies have a decreased line of sight. But we've got to equip something. So yes, tanuki, clam, boar, horse and goat. At the fork, go left. Once you reach this first room, go right around it and then left inside the room. Go to the not crawl space, the gap between the shelves, shimmy through, and on the drawers on the right will be a divine water. Once got divine water, shimmy back through, go back outside the room to the outer walkway, go left, and then you want to take the next 2 right turns. So that would be right turn number 1 and right turn number 2. At the end here, behind the petition, will be a shriveled Abura. Grab these because this one's nice and easy to get and it sells for 500 faith. You want to come back to recent fork, go right and then left into this room. Go through this crawl space, grab the storage room key and then head over to the shrine. I've got all the guide pretty much planned out, by the way. It's going to be 24 episodes, I think. So not many more to go after this, only 4 more. And once you get to the shrine, so you've got a storage room key, you come to the shrine, guys, and you're going to sell the shriveled Abura. There'll be 1 dried carcass and an antique comb. The reason I've got an extra sushi and an extra dried carcass is because I don't think I sold them when we're back in the shrine hall. I think I just didn't realise until now. That's the only reason I got 1 extra dried carcass and a sushi. Like I said, I didn't sell them earlier to when I meant to, or to when they're actually put down in my text guide. But once sold, your most expensive offerings, like I say, probably just going to be antique comb, dried carcass and the shrivelled. Come back outside, go right and then go straight on. You'll get to this locked door, unlock it with the storage room key. In here, all you need to do is crouch through a crawl space and now unlock the door in the distance. The western door, you can see the light has come on. We're going to go in there and we're going to grab the Inaru sculpture. Once you've got that, we're going to make our way back to where the shrine was, but we're going to go right this time. We'll grab a yoken and then we'll go and place a sculpture on the far altar. And we can go and grab the spear weapon. Yeah, that drawer will have a yoken inside it. Place sculpture in that little shrine. If any enemies are chasing you up to this point, once you interact with this tight gap, it's going to trigger a cutscene and they'll lose interest. Straight away after the cutscene, grab the spear in front of you. Then you want to turn right and come this door. It'll close behind you guys and that enemy will stop chasing. Out here, continue forward. To that shrine. The reason I've just took off Tanuki is because what I want to try and do is I want to try to get my health into critical. Because it's going to really help for this boss fight. Yeah, for this boss fight we're going to equip the cuckoo on Mamori. That's right, the cuckoo one. It'll just allow us to do a bit more damage. But we want, like I say, we want to try and get health low in the meantime. So unequip Tanuki right now, and then on the way we're going to try and take a little bit of damage, just be careful, and then once you're into critical we'll put Tanuki back on, so go back over to sanity damage. You want to come this room on the left. As you continue east, there's a bandage in the drawer and around the corner is a dried carcass. Come outside, go left, grab that divine water on the corner there, do not forget them. Of course, divine water, perhaps the most important consumable in the whole of this playthrough. And you want to go left at the next fork and we want to go into the library. Now if you're lucky, maybe you're at critical health at this point. and then you can just equip Tanuki already. But I'm not quite there yet. So watch out for the enemy on the right. Yeah, the enemy on the right just there likes to ambush you, because on Lost and Fog in the library there are some enemies. Maybe in hard mode as well, but I've not actually done hard mode in here. I've only played story and Lost in the Fog. But once you shimmy through to the other side of the library, carry on down the corridor and you'll find a dried carcass. Come outside, go right, and just going to keep on going forwards. The Kutsu T in the far left corner, we're going to get it as we run past it during the escape sequence. Right, so now I've been put into critical, but because I'm in combat I can't actually equip any Omamori, so I'm trying to be careful I don't get damaged. What you can do if you want to play it safe, you can get to a shrine, save your game, and then unequip it, and then just shimmy back through to get damage and then shimmy back. But yeah, once you shimmy through that gap, guys, get a Divine Water on the left, open this drawer to find a Yoken. Bandages are the worst thing, so I'm just going to replace that. And now at the shrine, I'm going to put Tanuki back on, and I'm going to save my game. So like I say, if you got to shrine and you're not in critical yet, save your game, take off Tanuki, then shimmy back through, get damaged, and then come back through to the shrine, guys, and save your game. Probably a bit of a safer way to do it. And then once it's shrine and you're ready, you can clear your mind. That will restore your sanity bar, and you can equip Tanuki again, ready for the run back to the northern door, ready for the boss fight.
Are you there?
So you're going to force the door open. Now since you grab this, remember you got to run back, grab the stone orb. So I like to just dodge to begin with, because sometimes there's always an enemy which likes to attack you straight away. So I kind of run left or just dodge to the left to avoid him. Right, let's do it. So there's going to be a T on the way back. I'll point it out to you. It's coming up in a few seconds. Just past this enemy, and there it is. Grab that T item. That one just there. Then we can continue making our way back. We're also going to pass a Higashi on the way back. We'll be using a Higashi for this boss. I think I used a Higashi and a Divine Water. I can't recall exactly. I definitely used an Higashi, I think, because it gives me like infinite stamina for a minute. So here's the Higashi just on the left here. You have to pretty much run past it on your way back. Dodge past them enemies, and just got one more to get past. In this room, where the shrine is, there'll be a bandage, first aid kit, and another Divine Water. Yeah, stick it in the fox's mouth. So save room for the time being. Get your bearings back. So Divine Water there, of course, make sure you grab that. And just get out Omamori ready. So hopefully you're on critical health at this point, guys. If not, just reload a save and try to make it so you have. But you should do, because I did explain that quite well, and the importance. The Omamori setup we use for this boss is Tanuki, Cuckoo, Weasel, Beetle, and Elephant. So Tanuki, Cuckoo, Weasel, Beetle, and Elephant. For some reason it's just funny when you say Cuckoo. We're going to clean our mind, get our sanity bar back, because that's going to basically be our health bar for this fight, and we're going to record. First fight, because it starts off a little bit differently if you die and continue, yeah, the very first time you encounter the boss, it starts a bit differently. It always starts with an attack straight away. But when you continue, it starts off a bit different, where you can actually move back and the boss will not attack you until it gets close. So the way we're going to do this, so it works for everybody, is straight away I'm going to actually let the boss kill me. Sounds a bit strange, a guide where he lets the boss kill him. Yeah, like I say, because afterwards it's going to be more consistent, because this only happens once, the very first time, straight after cutscene. When you continue, you'll see it starts off very slightly different. So continue. So we're going to come back. As we walk back, we're going to use a Divine Water and then a Higashi. Once you ascend, move towards the boss, run behind it, dodge behind, and then start spamming R1. Make sure you're using the spear. Doing that order, you're going to take a bit damage, but by the time the boss has killed you, you would have knocked it into its bell face. There you go. Now on the bell face, it doesn't matter what weapon, you have to hit it 4 times to make it warp away. So you want to equip the knife for the bell face, run up to it and attack it 4 times quickly. And yes, I wasn't quick enough then. So that's the first time it teleport. This is the second time. Again, run up to it quickly, 4 hits. Now for the third time, go back to your spear, because the third time is when it's going to kind of recover and go back to its normal melee attacks. So your spear now, and now just keep attacking it. Just keep attacking it and you'll knock it straight back into its second bell face. Straight away, which is really nice. So you don't have to deal with its melee attacks again. That's it, straight back into its second bell face. Now this is it. It's always dead once it gets to its second bell face. All you need to do now is get to it each 3 times it teleports and knife it 4 times. That's all you got to do. So knife, that's the first time. Second time, run up to it 4 knives. Third time, run up to it 4 knives. Fight over. So that works quite well for me. Yes, we did have to use a Higashi. We did have to use a Divine Water. But it's nice that you only have to dodge at the start. You don't have to worry about any of the attacks, so you just tank through them. And that's it. That's the Sakuko-like entity defeated. So we're back here now in town for the 3rd time. We're going to grab a Sacred Sword in a minute. You could have grabbed a Sacred Sword on our first time here, by the way. But the thing is, we wasn't really going to use it for anything. And it would have took like probably 2 minutes to take a detour to go and grab it. So I grab it now because it's literally, we run past it. So it's just a better use of time. Like I say, if you got it first of all to begin with, when we first could have got it, when it's first accessible, it would have been almost a waste of minutes because there's literally almost nothing to use it on. But you want to spin around, grab the Reuniting behind you. There's a bandage as well. Yeah, the Reuniting and the bandage. Then you want to continue on. We're going to get this area done and the school done, guys. And then that'll be it for this video. The school, we're going to do it quite quick. Because the locker room is already open on New Game Plus, we're going to grab a few things and go straight to locker room. Get what we can from locker room. Then go back to Shu and Rinko. And that part will be finished really quick. So there's a shrine here. Just come over to it. You do start this area, by the way, with all your health and sanity restored. So you don't need to worry about clearing your mind, anything like that. So keep continuing forwards. Eventually you'll trigger a cutscene.
Over here.
We're going to make our way up to the northern shrine as well. Now we're the closest we're going to get to it, just by going from a natural story path. At the top there will be an antique comb and a divine water. So here, near kind of like a work area, go around the back, and here is the sacred sword. I'm not going to be using this that often, but just nice to have a 4th weapon. And you need it anyway, you need it for one of the endings. We're going to have to purify it later for ending number 4. And when we're rotating through our weapons to keep the weapons at high durability, it's just nice to have a 4th weapon to select. And then when we get to next fork, after continuing west, we go right. I'm going to head north up this hill, guys, through the forest. Like I say, at the top here is a antique comb and divine water. Throughout the game, I'm getting every divine water, by the way, pretty much. I don't think I've missed any so far. And I'm near the end game, and I've got about 18 divine waters. So we're going to have loads of divine waters going into final boss. I have used a few here and there, but that's just from collecting every single one. I think there's about 30, 25 or 30 in the game, something like that. But grab that antique comb and the divine water, of course, and continue on back down. There is a rare item here, but there's such useful items, I'm going to leave them for other people to use. So I'm leaving them. Yeah, the other residents can use them. We're going to continue back down. We're going to continue south until we get to the next cutscene. After that cutscene, we're going to go east, make our way back across crop fields because it leads us to another divine water. So just continue south until you get to a cutscene. You can go into the doctor's house if you want. Inside there you'll find a tea, you'll find a rare, I think there's a dried carcass in there as well. Yeah, Dr. Sal's just up here on the right, I believe. But yeah, I don't need to go in there for anything. You can't grab too many, because you can normally only hold one or, well, like 2 or 3, and then they just take up too much space. So with tea, I kind of always like to have at least 2 on me, and I don't really collect any, but then if I use one, I'll grab another until I've got like 2 or 3 again. Divine water, of course, we want to keep every single divine water. Yoken, you can replace Yokens if you want, but always replace bandages and first aid kits first, then Yokens, then, like I say, you want about 2 or 3 teas. Higashi, you always want about 3 or 6, and Remune as well, about 3 or 6. But divine water, there is one just there. You want to keep all the divine waters. So once got a divine water, make our way back to where we trigger the cutscene, and now we're going to continue west. Go to a shrine. There's going to be a bunch of Higashi along the way. Sometimes I do end up with about 12 Higashi, but I just don't really use them that often. And the thing with the Higashi is they last for 1 minute. The reason divine water is so useful, yes, they last for 1 minute and they increase your defense when you've got Tanuki equipped, but they refill half of your bestial form bar, and they also refill all your sanity, which is basically like a full heal when you've got Tanuki or Mamori equipped. So grab that Higashi, guys, from that small box, and then come over here to the shrine. Yeah, so I had a toolkit, I think, from somewhere. So I'm going to sell the antique comb we got from up near the shrine in the forest. I'm going to sell that. And then just on the right over here is another Higashi. Yes, I'm grabbing a lot of things, guys. It's just for you to use it as well. You'll see me replacing a lot of these items as we go through this playthrough. Grab that Higashi in the small garden. Then we're going to continue west. In the construction yard is a tea we're going to take. There's a baseball bat just on the left. I think I've just gone past it. We are trying to get knives, of course, so it's quicker to kill enemies with. So in this construction yard, there is a tea over here. There's also a steel pipe and a rare. Of course, I don't want them. So just grab the tea, and then we'll continue south. There'll be a divine water in a second. Come around these alleyways. The next fork, we're going to go left and into the garden, which is near the road we just came along. Yeah, this garden here. Grab the divine water near the water pump. Now it's going to wait for that enemy to come through. So normally it likes to block the little tiny gate. So I wait for it to get a big opening behind it and then dash past. Go straight on the next fork. Then at the second one, go right. You'll see your friends up ahead. They want you to go left, but don't join them straight away. First, there's a Higashi over there. And around the corner is a chocolate. Now this chocolate, it will spawn as a blessed hand mirror if you don't have one. But if you have one, it will be a chocolate. Yes, that will be a blessed hand mirror if you do not have one at the moment. And then once you're ready, come down here to trigger a cutscene with your friends. After checking out little red flowers, we're going to continue east now. Them enemies will spawn behind you if you remember, the giant monster and some other ones, but you can just run away from them. Because the eastern road is now available, because that truck has been pushed into the ditch. There's a shrine there if you want to record your progress or clear your mind. Once you continue east a little bit more, you get to this fork, you want to go right, and on the first left will be a Remune. Almost forgot it. Yes, almost went past. This one just over here near the water pump. Take that. And an enemy might be following you, so be ready to dodge past him. Go straight on to the next fork. There's a chocolate on the left and a rare on the right, I think, but I don't need him. Yeah, continue all the way down to the bottom. Let this enemy come past the bridge, because this enemy likes to block my path, so I'm going to let him come closer to me so I can run around him. That's it. Come down here. There's a shrine on the right, but you can't use it unless you want to kill all the enemies, so I'm just going to leave it for now. Follow these alleys all the way to the end.
Something just flew by.
Once you get to the dead end, you have to approach a railing and you'll get some dialogue where you'll ask where your friends have gone. You have to trigger that dialogue, otherwise when you come back here nothing will happen. But you trigger this dialogue, then when you come back they'll kick the fence down. But once down the steps, go left, grab the Higashi, like I say, approach the railing and you'll ask, where are those two gone? Where are those two cuckoos gone? And you just want to come back on yourself and they'll kick down the fence. Come through, hang a left, up the steps. Now in a second, a big enemy is going to jump down, a strong enemy. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a sip of tea to give me regen for my sanity and health. And I'm just going to run away from him, guys, up the steps on the left. Grab the antique comb and run back down. You don't have to take the tea, sorry. You don't have to, but we're about to get another one. So why not? But come near, door will lock behind you, enemies will not chase. Yes, in this shoebox is a kudzu tea. Grab that one. And now I need to discard some. So I'm going to start discarding my yoken. Like I say, yokens go, bandages go first, then first aid kits, then yoken. And then it's going to be kind of like between kudzu tea, Remune and Higashi. Yes, in this drawer is a Remune. Like I say, with kudzu tea you always want to like 2 or 3. With Higashi you want like 3 to 6. And Remune you want 3 to 6 as well. Now open this door, because inside is a kitchen knife. There you go. It's nice and clean. Grab that kitchen knife, come back out and come down the steps. Grab this Higashi on the bench. On the drawer, sorry. Now when you come in here, quickly dodge forward, guys, past all these enemies. That's it, be quick. And jump out the window. Hang a right. And we're going to go left at the next fork. It's going to take us to an antique comb right at the end. And I'm not quite sure, did I take you through the on my Mario setup in this? Not sure I did. I've got Tanuki equipped, by the way. Tanuki, Weasel, Wolf, Otter and Elephant. Tanuki, Weasel, Wolf, Otter and Elephant. But yes, continue on. Back to the fork after you grab the antique comb. We're going to go left. Up here is a shrine. You're going to sell the antique comb times 2. That's it, you'll get 600 fate from doing that. I just checked back. I did actually change my build on screen, but I wasn't talking about it because I was talking about Sacred Sword at the time. But you saw me doing it on screen, guys. The gameplay was there. And I did actually go through each ones I've equipped for a moment, just so you can see what I've got slowly. You carry on down here after that Hikari's shrine. You'll see your friends. You're carrying upwards. We're almost at the school, not too far to go now. Now these next enemies, you really want to have the elephant equipped for these, because I find if you don't have elephant, you'll get stunned and you'll just get killed really quick. Because now on Lost and Fog, the same enemies spawn behind you as well. It's kind of like symmetrical. So you have like a strong enemy and a screaming enemy spawn in front, but exactly the same spawn behind you as well. So going to be coming from both directions. But when you first come up here, go through a gate on the left, grab the dried carcass, guys, and get ready to dodge past these enemies. You need to be quick. There you go. Hopefully you don't get caught. I mean, I did. But hopefully you can get away quick enough. Continue up the steps. Now the strong enemy, he will chase you for quite a while. But you want to go up the steps, go past the shrine up the next set of steps, and then take the next left after the shrine. Not the left near the shrine, the left up the steps after the shrine. And like I say, you should give up. Come all the way around the back here. There's going to be a dried carcass. This dried carcass, it was a EMA back on New Game Plus, by the way. That was a EMA. Because I've already got it, now it's respawned as a dried carcass. Go back to the fork, go straight ahead, cross a small little bridge, grab the Higashi, just to the right of the next set of steps, then continue on upwards to your friends. Now what am I going to discard? Am I going for Higashi? No, it looks like I replaced a T, I think. So yes, continue upwards, guys. Cutscene, and then go into the school, and you'll enter the school. Like I say, the school's going to be done very, very quickly. There's not much time left in this video, and then we're going to get a school done. So yes, go through the front gate, guys. Trigger cutscene. We've all got our weapons of choice. We're going to go forward and get the map on the left. The middle school map. Open these next 2 doors. We're going to go outside to where the shrine is. We're going to run, well, first we're going to sell some items, because if not, I don't think I've got space for dried carcass at the end. There's only one divine ward here, and luckily it's right near the start of the school. So I'm just going to sell my dried carcasses. I've got 2. I'm going to sell them. Right, and then we're going to go to the end and grab this next dried carcass. Grab that one, go back to shrine and sell it. Yes, I'm also just going to upgrade my health as well. Yes, I'm going to upgrade my health and my health again. So we should have one final upgrade by now, but we have to wait until we get the final email later on. I mean, do not spend all your faiths you've got on left, because you need to keep some in case you ever need to clear your mind. That's why I waited to add a bit extra. But once you've done that, come back into school, guys. Go left, jump out the next window on your left, because outside here is the only divine water in the school, which I could find. Jump back inside, go left, and then enter the next classroom on your right. At the back here in the shoe rack will be some Reuniting. Not a shoe rack, like a book rack or something like that. But keeping your books and your stationery. Once you've got the Reuniting, come back to the corridor, go right, enter the next locker room on your left, or the second locker room. The one with the scarecrows inside it and the door slightly closed. Clear the scarecrow at the back. Gather Reuniting on the middle benches. And now we're going to unlock these doors in an anti-clockwise manner. So the code for this one is 377. Like I say, this is the first locker going around in an anti-clockwise rotation. So 377. Inside there is a dried carcass. The code for this one is 505. Inside here is a shriveled. That's it, grab that shriveled penis from inside there. And then inside here, the code for this one is 399. And inside there, you're going to find the key, cabinet key. That's a key used to unlock the cabinet, which you need a key for. Back in the corridor, go right, dodge past the enemy that tries to ambush you from the classroom on the left. Come into small office, guys, and unlock the cabinet with the key. And inside, you'll find the mounting key. Once you've got that, come back out to shoe racks. There'll be a yoken stashed in one of the racks there. And you'll just want to head west, back to where your friends are, guys. Open the door and you trigger a cutscene, and you'll be in the washer pool, ready for part 21 tomorrow. Yeah, a few cutscenes there to get past in that bit of part 20. So not too far to go, guys. Only 4 videos left. That's part 20 done. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on 21 tomorrow.